Hey you guys, welcome back to How to Style a Hat. I am really excited about today because this is the first time I'm deconstructing a hat and making an entirely new hat, which is something we do all the time in our stores. It's actually one of my favorite things because I think life is too short to wear the same hat all the time, and it's unrealistic to buy new hats all the time as well. So we love it when people bring in their Flea Style hats or a hat they've had for a long time and work with our accessories and our stylists to bring it to life in a totally different way. So I brought this one from home. It is my pine rider hat, a great cowboy hat in the most delicious dark green color. And I'm taking apart, which kind of makes me sad because this hat is so gorgeous, but I'm going to take it apart and totally redo it. So I actually made this hat last year in our Frisco store with a dear friend, and we made it a little bit kind of designer inspired. We took some bling, a Gucci playing card, a fun stick pin, a little bit earthy mix of feathers, and then this kind of combo band that brought in the low and the high, the glam and the street style to make this gorgeous blend. But you can see in taking it all off, we now have a completely blank canvas. When you do take oh wait, I missed a little pin over here. Love when there's a little party on the other side. All right, so took off that pin, and now we have a completely blank canvas. I'm going to clean the hat because you can see there's a little bit of just fun from the hat band and all the things that were on it, but easy to do with a sponge at home. We have a great hat brush we love to sell in our stores. Also a roller can work, but on dark color hats, you really want to give them a good clean because they show all the things. So getting her in a good spot, and now we are ready to roll. So I don't know why, but I'm feeling all the Santa Fe vibes. I think I need to go there. I don't know. I'm channeling the Southwestern vibe. Maybe it's my jacket today, but I pulled some things that are going to transform this to that kind of Gucci, fun, designer espresso hat to more of an earthy, Western, Southwestern hat. So I'm taking a bandana. This is a fun trick. Sometimes these can be a little overwhelming, like how do I put this big piece of material on a hat? Well, we love to fold them in half or cut it in half. And then because this is going to be a more casual hat, I'm just going to do a light twist that's kind of this bohemian, perfectly imperfect look. Gives a nice thick texture, but not too high on the crown. And I just wrap it right around. You might see that there's some little ends that need tucked in. Don't worry about it. We can do that at the end. But it just gives it this really, really hand-touched, very effortlessly cool look. So with this, I'm going to do a simple knot on the side because it's a lot of look with that thick twist. And when you tie a knot, you can tie just a single knot, but you can also tie, let's see, I think I'm going to do a double knot, give it a little bit extra texture. Sometimes with bandanas, they can be kind of silky, so they can feel a little slippery. Don't worry about it, just keep working on it, you'll get it. But they need a little extra love sometimes because of that kind of slicker material. So I'm going to do a double knot, give this a good chunky bohemian vibe. You can see I left that kind of loose and gave it a little bit of raw edge there. All right, so I figure I needed some peacock in this because it had that nice green in the hat and tie it in and make it pop, but also be kind of tone on tone. The metallics and the peacock feathers always make it look shimmer and shine. Adding some longer feathers just for some drama. For the Southwestern look, I found these vintage cards that have this kind of tile look. I thought those were very Santa Fe. They could also go very Moroccan or Bohemian, which I think Santa Fe inspired is so Bohemian. It's one of my favorite places to visit. So I'm doing a double card action here because the print is so pretty. I'm not showing numbers, but of course you can show your favorite numbers if you want. I found this vintage gecko silver and turquoise pin or brooch, so I thought that'd be really fun in the mix. I typically am more of a gold gal, but when it comes to a Southwestern look, turquoise is always such a great look. I love to mix metals too. I think it adds so much interest and allows you to wear it with so many things. This is looking so good. One fun thing we love to play with at Flea Style is a tie bar. So a tie bar is obviously from a men's tie, very vintage. We love them on the brim. I love it on the actual band. It's a great way to kind of clip everything in and look really awesome. And then, I don't know, I know I took everything off this hat, but just to show you guys another way to kind of tie in things you already have, but give it a whole nother vibe. I love that. I added that one stick pin, and then I'm actually gonna, let's see here. Where's my piercing tool? There she is. I'm gonna pierce one of these cards with this pin that I took off the other side. We love a piercing tool. It allows things to stay in really snug. But I also think on a playing card, putting a pin inside is so smart because it makes sure it doesn't fly away. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. So you can see here I have the tie bar, the feathers, the playing cards, and this really kind of organic, earthy mix that took this hat from glam to really bohemian Western, ready for a ride at the ranch, margarita in the square of Santa Fe, or maybe a day hike in the hills. Absolutely love her. Hope you guys do too.